Alrighty, everybody, we picked up this box today, and my teller said, this is where I've been getting the rewraps. The teller says, I think this is a good one. That right there tells me it's not. Where's the opening side? This clear tape also tells me it's not. So I cracked it in the parking lot. Check out the inside of this bad boy. I think someone is hunting this in on a baseball field or something. I mean, the inside of this box is disgusting. But the weird thing is, the rolls are sealed. So I don't know if they're recycling boxes. I mean, I've been getting the weirdest boxes from this bank. They don't look like they're sliced open. They look pretty legit. So I'm going to kind of check these. I'm actually going to weigh them all too. I don't know if someone is weighing them and hucking back stuff that is light. I just don't get it. It's only from this bank too. And you'll see also, the other signs I saw on the top of the box is it's got this plastic insert like you use for mailers, and it transfers over to the other side of the box. And there's a hunter that I run into, and normally these boxes are turned inside out, and this is on the outside. So I'm just so confused, but this box is disgusting. So, let's line these up and give them a quick roll. I'm not really expecting to see Ender since the box was already opened. But, stranger things have happened, right? Okay, so there's our box. Got nothing on that side. Quaker Thrug, hey! Welcome! I got this weird box from the bank, and I'm just trying to assess. I just don't get it, man. These boxes, I keep getting them where the seal's cracked, but none of these have been opened. Now, I get some sometimes where they like slice open the sides, and they're still sealed on both ends, but these haven't been messed with at all. Archaeology Mikey, welcome! So I'm going to take an extra 10 seconds and do something I don't normally do. And I'm going to weigh them just so I can try to figure out what's going on with these darn boxes from this bank, man. Because my main bank is closing. So this might be my new pickup bank, but I don't want to be picking up junk either. Capital Currency! Oh, sorry I missed you in there. Welcome. Thank you so much for smashing the like. I greatly appreciate it. I'm expecting all these to be regular or light. And we're kind of on par for what we expected. At least we don't have any light ones where we're missing coins. So there's that. The halves actually are the easier thing to get right now, which is really weird because quarters and dimes, most of the banks are really tightening down on. And on top of that, when you get quarters, they're uncirculated. They're the Airmen or the Crossing the Delaware, and those don't have the those don't have the W's anymore. And if you get an uncirculated box, you know you're not going to find silver either. So you got like 2 strikes against you. All right, we have nothing heavy. Well, at least they're still giving you everything else. Wow. So they're saying they can't order halves. Like my bank, all my banks have said they can't order dimes or quarters, but they can order halves still. And I have a bank that's still ordering both for me. But every time I pick up a quarter box, I picked up a quarter box this morning, it was Airmen. So I went to another bank and I said, hey, can I swap with you? And she's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, I hunt coins, and these are brand new quarters. They do me no good. Can you give me a box? And she actually swapped with me, so I was pretty stoked. So I got a circulated box of quarters too. Yeah, I mean, I've got, because there's nothing I can do with them. I mean, I've got stacks and stacks of the Airmen and the Crossing the Delaware. And I've been popping them up on, been saving 10 rolls and trying to get rid of them on eBay where I can actually try to make something out of nothing. And then I returned the box, but I didn't want to do that. I still got so many, and when I got another box today, I was like, I need to try to get rid of this. And I was successful. And it's actually the bank that is normally a really pain in my butt. They only will give me 1 roll of each denomination of coin, and so I started using it as my dump bank. And then they said, if you don't get the coin here, you can't return it here. And so I just stopped going there. And then every once in a blue moon, I'll swing in and I'll do something just so they remember that I'm not that horrible. And but they did it this time, so I was pretty stoked. So I'm hoping that I can pull a 40 out of here. They haven't been opened, so I've actually been through these boxes before. With weighing them with them all, with nobody being heavy, not likely to find a 90, but one of these boxes that were like this, it's going to screw up my thing, right? Let's see if my video gets messed up. People be calling me while I'm trying to stream. Let's see if I don't know if it's flipped back or not. No, it looks like we're still good. It's funny. Whoa, avalanche of paperwork. It's funny you say that because I just got a horde of... Am I in airplane mode now? Stupid phone. Oh, put it on airplane mode. I need to do that, man. That's a good idea. I never... I'm still getting used to this streaming thing, and I don't normally get that many calls because people know I'm not going to answer the phone, or at least people that know me. I will have to do that next time. You drop something. But anyways, I got a horde of nickels. And so I got all these gorgeous BU 60s. So I'm a little bit closer to the 100-year mark on these than I would be on 2021 quarters. But I was pretty happy about that. Got 62, 63, 64s. Yeah, I keep a roll. I can't hoard monster editions. Ogre Coins, welcome to the stream. Timbo White, welcome. Boy, we got more people in here, but everybody's slacking at work today, I think. I don't normally get this many people in here. I appreciate y'all swinging by. 2014 NIFC. 2016 NIFC. What's work? Don't let your boss hear you say that. 2012 NIFC. Yeah, so I'm pretty happy that I was able to score some quarters. I haven't done quarters in like almost a week. It's horrible. And then you don't do quarters, you can't find W's, man. So I need my W fixed. Between those no W's and no buffalo nipples, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I did 2 boxes of halves yesterday, and both boxes produced, so that was awesome. Anybody got any big plans for the weekend? 2013 NIFC. Man, this might be a whole set here. My wife wants to take the boat out, finally. 2005 NIFC. Holy Toledo. It's the NIFC 2005 NIFC. It's at NIFC Farm. Yeah, I'm going to have to update my board with 4,000 NIFCs already. I'm just, what am I, 6 rolls in, so it's early for finding good stuff yet. Look at this, we're going to get some more NIFCs. 2012, 2013. That's an 80s. Yeah, I've got a boat. I never get to take it out though, because we're either busy or the weather's crappy. It's just a money suck right now. I wish we could take it out more often than we do. It's not big enough to go out and hunt for treasure though. It's not that kind of boat. I wish I had that kind of boat. I want to tore up from the floor up. Wow. Yeah, I have yet to find myself a barber. I actually, believe it or not, just found my first Benji a couple weeks ago. I found walkers and all that kind of stuff, but I had never found a Benji, which I thought was weird. It's a nice look at 77. Come on, be the DDO. Wow. Yeah, they are few and far between. That's for sure. I was watching Microscope. He's the weather guy up in Minnesota, and he just found a barber. And he said he's found a seated. He found a seated before he found a barber. Yeah, it's a little bit easier to find him at auction. That's cheating, though. Oh, we got another NIFC. 2014. Remind me to open up to fix that board. Come on, brain. Work with me here. Other people were like, man, he hadn't found anything yet. Worst stream ever. Holy Moses, 9 NIFCs. We're not even halfway home yet. Yeah, my first Benji. It's totally weird. But it took me, I don't remember the number, but it was something stupid, like 14 boxes to get my first silver. It's like, what? Guess I had to warm this area up a little bit. It's a nice price of 10, huh? Yeah, buying stuff, I had to slow my roll as well. I was like, oh, I want this, I want this. You know, all of a sudden you're like, holy crap, I got no money left. It's easy to get wrapped up into it, man. Wow. Yeah, you get a box like that, it'll make you think it's too easy. I'll take boxes like that all day long. I found a boatload of NIFCs my first handful of boxes. That was always fun. And that was back in the day when I was actually keeping my NIFCs until I really went broke. So I decided I was going to give those back to the good people at the bank. Nice. 10 gold certificates for 10 bucks? Can't beat that, man. $2011 NIFC. 2012 NIFC. 2012 NIFC. God, you kidding me? I got my mower guys here making all kind of noise. Hopefully it's not affecting you guys too much. It's certainly a nuisance to me. Yeah. Flying Twinkie's doing an auction tonight. I think he said he's going to shoot for like 6:30, 7 o'clock. And he has got some like ridiculous amounts of coinage. So if you're looking for deals and you're looking for cool stuff, swing by. Last week, I got this book of Merc dimes with 50 Mercs in it for 98 bucks. So he's got some sweet deals, and he's doing a lot of coinage just at or slightly above spot. He's got like 30 rolls of war nickels. Yeah, I was very happy with the deal I got. The nickels were slightly disappointing because actually they're still here in my garbage can. I bought these old rolls from him. I was like, look at these old rolls. And the coins looked pretty nice. I got in there, and the coins looked nice because they were. They were BU. But they were all 1964s. All of them. So now I have like 8 rolls of BU 64s. And if you don't know, they made a couple of 64 nickels. So the fact that they're nice was nice, but I was hoping to get a little bit more variety in those nice rolls. Yeah, I'm gonna check for full steps definitely. They're not going anyplace yet. I gotta look over them because they're nice looking nickels. I just finished sorting all of them earlier today. This morning I did. I'm gonna post a video on an overall assessment. I just got sick of scoping stuff, so I was like, you know what? We're not going to look for all the errors and varieties and full steps and stuff like that yet. We'll make another video out of that later because it's going to take a long time. 2011 NIFC. I'm not selling any of those nickels or those dimes, no, because I just got those. That is, I've got I think 10 more Merc dimes of my own. But if you go to Flying Twinkie tonight, he will. He didn't do buffaloes for me, Ogre. The nickels that I bought from him were everything but the buffaloes, and the buffaloes just got too rich for my blood in the auction. I'm a cheap bastard. So I did not get any buffaloes. I'm hoping that tonight he'll do some more and they'll be a little more affordable, but if it's to be, it will be. It's just fun to watch because he's got, the amount of stuff that he's gone through is ridiculous. He's selling, bricks and bricks and bricks of silver. It would certainly be fun to go through. I know for him it's been quite a task, but a fun task at that. Oh yeah, Coins and Coffee's great. I really enjoy his auctions too. I bid heavily when he was dumping his buffaloes, but again, it got too rich for my blood, so I had to bow out. I tried. I think he's done at least 2 or 3 different chunks of buffaloes that I did not succeed at. I think I picked up a 55 silver quarter from him. I was pretty happy with the deal I got there. Yeah, I believe he does an auction every Tuesday, I want to say. What year for what, Coin Crew Thug? Oh, he had it. They were mixed rolls, and actually, most of the stuff that Flying Twinkie's doing, he's got all kinds of stuff. They're all mixed, and all his stuff, I believe, are they're still raw. I know a lot of Coins and Coffee's buffaloes were nickodated because he had bought dateless buffaloes, nickodated them, filled what he needed for his album, and then sold off the extras. But I was just trying to help fill some holes in my book, so I really wasn't overly concerned about the nickodated part. But I believe the ones from Twinkie are raw. 2002 NIFC. We're running out of space up here. Wow. Yeah, that COVID stuff's real, man. One of my banks was closed for a couple of weeks because everybody in the bank got all the tellers, and everybody in the bank basically got COVID. And the bank's been really leery, and if anybody even coughs, they close that branch for 2 weeks. Oh, nice. Yeah, he basically said, you know, some of the stuff's nickadated, some of it's, you know, not, but I'm not going to try to, you know, sell you, and tell you that they're all going to be perfect. He was very upfront about that. I've seen a lot of nice bicentennials lately. Much nicer than usual. No, he doesn't check for date. I mean, basically, he doesn't check for dates on any. I mean, honestly, besides like silver, he doesn't really have a lot of knowledge on coinage, and that's why he wants to kind of pass it on to people that would appreciate it more than him. I mean, he's been really upfront about it. He doesn't know squat about pennies or nickels or things like that. I mean, he's a silver guy, and so he doesn't check. He hadn't been checking anything. He's basically been cracking rolls just to verify that what's marked is what it is. So if he sells you a roll of silver dimes, you get a roll of silver dimes. Because the other night he did a whole stream, and all he was doing was breaking open rolls of war nickels to make sure that there weren't non-war nickels in there. And he ended up finding a few, but I mean, realistically, he should have probably just sold them and dealt with the backlash from the person saying, hey, you gave me one of my nickels wasn't silver, and, you know, refunding him $1 or $2 or whatever, versus spending all the time. But that's what he's done. He's been going through all of it just to make sure it is what it is. He's not checking dates. He's not checking mint marks. And so there certainly could be some nice stuff. The nickels he sent me, there was a 59D in with mine. There were some 38Ds, some 38Ps. So there were some nice nickels in there for sure. I was very happy with what I got. The only thing I was disappointed about was that those bankroll, there wasn't any variety there. They were all 64s, but I definitely got value from the deal, and I would certainly buy from him again. And IFC 2012 again. I have to update this board and make it for my NIFC farm here. On war nickel and war. Who knows? There could be a key date non-war nickel in war nickels. Yeah, I guess there could be, but he wasn't trying to find key dates. He was just trying to make sure that there wasn't non-silver in silver. Basically, he was hunting silver for clad. Which is like the exact opposite of what I'm doing right now. I haven't put the video out yet, but you guys will have to watch for my nickel video. I did a box of nickels the other day, and I found a stunner of a war nickel, man. Best one I've ever found. It was awesome. Normally they're pretty dark and ugly, but this one was not. Yeah. I started looking, you know, just to make sure that I wasn't missing anything. I started looking, and man, it seems like every coin has something wrong with it on the front and the back. Every coin. I mean, there's not a date, it seems like. I mean, so when you get a nice roll of older coins like that, you almost have to check the fronts and the backs of them, or you feel guilty, or at least I do. That's why I kind of set aside those nicer nickels from the 60s just to make sure that I give them the attention they deserve when I go through them, because I essentially looked and scoped all day yesterday, just kind of getting everything organized, and I was burnt. So did you grab that roll at an auction, or did you get it online? All right, Capital Coinage, I appreciate you swinging by. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day, and I'm sure we'll see you around. Got another NIFC. 2016. Might have another one. Nope, 2001. Just a year off. What are you trying to trade? Are you trying to trade one of those pennies? I'll have to look in there, Mike. The other day I was looking. I can't find on NGC where I can see the airs and varieties where I can look them up. PCGS is so much easier to navigate for me. I'm not sure why. I went on there the other day and it's like, how do I even use this thing? More NIFCs. 16. 12. A lot of 12 and 16s though, I'll tell you that. Bunch of the same date. Yeah, I'll definitely have to try that. I mean, I looked yesterday, again, it's just me, probably more than anything. If it's not super easy, I don't navigate things like that well. 2002 NIFC. Come on. Kidding me? You're gonna have to wait. I can't let you out until the guys are gone. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So we're up to 19. Wow, that's a lot of NIFCs. You would drop a like, but not a mod. I don't know. I don't even know how to mod. I don't think you have to be a mod to have a like, right? Do you? You know, I used to keep NIFCs, 2012 NIFC, but you'll see my average on the year is about 10 a box. And so when I first started hunting, 2003 NIFC, I was keeping them, 2011 NIFC. Oh, yeah. I don't even know that I have it set. You might be able to drop a link. I don't think I have it turned off where you can't drop a link. I'm pretty sure it's set where you should be able to. You can try. Worst thing is, because I don't have any robots or anything turned on right now. That's the only place that you get blocked by, because my robot's super mean. But anyhow, back to the NIFCs. I used to keep them, but I just was amassing this huge amount of coins that I couldn't make sets out of yet. And they were just eating up my capital to be able to buy stuff. So I started dumping them, and I keep them so at the end of each box I keep track of what I've found, so I know kind of how many NIFCs I'm finding, how many errors, how many proofs, all that kind of stuff. And then for the most part I keep foreigns, proofs, and silver. And of course errors if I can find them. Look at this one. Someone took a torch to this guy. Yeah, I'll have to ask Nuts. Again, I haven't. I normally have just a handful of people in here, so I haven't really felt the need to have a moderator. I mean, I know I can turn people into moderators and not have to have them moderate. I didn't need to learn how to do it yet. Once I get to a point where it's craziness. Did you try to post a link? Try it, Mikey. Just throw a link in there. I'll bet you it works. I'll be right back. I need to let my dogs out. Come on, girls. Sorry about that. No, you're not. It's not paused. It was me. I was gone. I had to put my dogs out. I was waiting for the lawn guys to leave, so they didn't get attacked. 2013 NIFC. 2014 NIFC. 2005 NIFC. Holy Toledo. 2005 NIFC. And that is why I don't keep NIFCs. Good morning, Marshall Shell. Thank you for coming through the stream. Yep. The shell makes his rounds, that's for sure. Yeah. If you want to do a cool trade, reach out to Ogre Coins, man. He will definitely make you blush. He was extremely generous in the trade, and I got to try to figure out how to make it even Steven, man. He's a good man. Yeah, that's okay. I would welcome a troll raid right now. Maybe YouTube would notice me then, because they have all these comments and weird stuff going on. It's probably just one of those things that it's not a problem until it is. Just ask my accountant. He's been asking me for stuff for my taxes for a while. I keep telling him, I'll get it, I promise. It just never makes to the top of the list. Did you try to post your link, Mikey? Did it work or not work? Or it looks like emails are working, and a lot of times those get blocked too. Yeah, that's only mods can post links if you have the settings set up that way. Most people make their settings pretty strict where you can't do links, you can't do emails, you can't do this, you can't do that unless you're a mod. I don't have mine set up that way. Again, because I haven't had to worry about it, so I just haven't changed it. 2006. So I believe anybody can post anything. 2013 in IFC. We're almost to 30. Yeah, I might have to reach out for you that. I don't think I've got that one. Especially if you got a nice BU one. It's cool to have. The pizza guy! Welcome! All kind of new folks stopping in today. I appreciate it, guys. 2014 NIFC, one away from 30! I think we're going to get there, too. Maybe this guy has an NIFC detector, and he doesn't open the rolls that have the NIFCs in them. We're hanging in there, man. I'm happy. I got a box of halves this morning. I got a box of uncirculated quarters that I was able to trade in for a new box at a different bank. So I actually have quarters to hunt as well. So there are no complaints. I'm just trying to burn through these two boxes so I can take my funds back and pick up my two boxes from my other bank that has been producing. I got two boxes from them yesterday and both had silver in it. I was hoping this one would be the same, but I have not found anything yet. We got about 10 rolls left. Thank you, Coin Crew Cryptog. Appreciate the reminder of that. 2006. There's number 30. Ah, pennies. I've been doing pennies lately too. You might be forced to do pennies here soon if they don't loosen things up on the quarters and dimes soon. I haven't had a problem getting pennies. Actually, the problem I have with pennies is I keep getting uncirculated. Keep getting the 2020s and 2021s. I can't find a circulated box. So most of my penny huts have been from other states. You roll at 50 bucks. Did you search them first, Mikey? Make sure you're not throwing away anything good. That's always my fear. I panic, put stuff in flips so my kids don't touch my stuff. I'm always afraid they're going to get rid of something good, but I'm not looking. A couple weeks ago, my son's got a friend that is just gotten into coin collecting, and he's started hunting boxes of pennies, but the bank he goes to doesn't have coin. So he asked me if I could sell him a box of pennies. And I said, sure, I can do that. And so I sold him one, and then a couple of weeks later he came back and he wanted another one. And so he came over to pick it up, and I gave it to him, and then he texted me a couple hours later, and he's like, there was 5 rolls missing out of that box. I'm like, there was? So I go up to my son's piggy bank. There's 5 rolls of pennies in his piggy bank. Little stinkwads. 2014 NIFC. 2012 NIFC. Oh, you just forgot to roll them up? Okay, that's good. I almost have to rehunt stuff when I find stuff on my desk. I try to mark stuff. I've got all these cups of stuff that's marked, so I know what it is if I haven't done something with it yet. I've got fear of throwing something good out. Come on, give me one here before we end up here. Don't leave me with an NIFC farm. Not going to do that to me. Yeah, that's the way it is, man. I mean, if you saw my desk right now, I'd be like, dude, how do you do anything on there? There's just little piles here or there or whatever. I'm like, I'll get to it. And then, like the other day, there's a small pile, and I'm trying to figure out, why did I put those over there? Oh, come on, you gotta be kidding me. Yeah. Yeah, I used to do that with pennies. What I do with, show you how lazy I am with coins. And so, like this hunt is easy because it's halves. So with halves, I just put my fines up here, and then like all these NIFCs are going back, so my box is going to be balanced. But if let's say there's 2 silvers, I just put that balance back in the box, because at my bank I can throw it in a bag, and as long as I declare what's inside, they just credit it to my account. So it's instantly available. And I do that with all of my coins, because even nickels, which you find a lot, you never find more than a roll. So it's never more than 40 coins. So, and I just replace them with duds, or, you know, if it's $2 of nickels, I throw a couple of bucks of quarters in there or whatever, just to balance it back to whatever the box would have been. And then for pennies, because I keep the copper, there's too much to count. So because I'm keeping the copper, I just weigh it. And I have a cup, and I do 250 grams, and I just count whatever my pennies are, and I put it in my bag, and Dunsville. This is last roll luck, guys. Because I was doing the Amazon thing, but if you don't, my wife probably needs it more than me, but I always find that if I got the gift card in there, then you start being like, oh yeah, it's free money. I think I'll just buy this because I got the gift card in here. 2013 NIFC. And then you find yourself buying more than you need. Yeah. Get rid of some of that stuff. We'll lighten it back up. Then you have to get a couple of boxes of pennies to weigh it back down when you get to your new place. Nothing beats a heavy safe. And that, my friends, is all she wrote. Look at all these NIFCs. Holy Moses. A lot of NIFCs. Let's see what kind of spread we got here. Alrighty. So we got 2002, 2003, 2005, 6, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 16. That's a bunch of stuff. $33. Wow, a lot. All right, good luck at your bank. Ugh. I appreciate you stopping by. I would like one of each. Oh, you need NIFCs? I'll be more than happy to set them aside for you. I have not chucked them into the bag yet. I have found 0 W's because this is my first roll of quarters. I did the halves first because they're a little faster. We're going to kill it, though. We're going to find a bunch of W's. I feel it. Yeah, it's a ton of NIFCs, man. It's crazy. Dude. Airplane mode. Remember that for next time. Oh, so far to date, let me look. I've only got my 2021 spreadsheet up right now. So I can't say to date. I can say to date this year. So far this year, I got 170. eBay ban. No, well, I like the uncirculated boxes on there. That's good. Yeah, if for the 63D, I only need the one. So I just need one for my collection. If you want to shoot me an email, my email's in the description. And we can figure something out. And if you want some of those NIFCs, just let me know what you're missing, what holes I can fill, and I will be more than happy to send them. Yep, 170 W so far this year. My goal is 250. But I didn't put that out there as far as having a set goal. That was just what I had in mind. I wanted to find 250 before the end of the year. But the way boxes have been lately, it's going to be tough. Yeah, I guess early on, back in 19, they didn't kind of sprinkle them out as well as they do now, where you don't get as much. Like these two look good, but they're probably going to be salties. Yep. Isn't that funny how you can start reading edges where you're like, oh yeah, that's going to be a Salt River bag. But the W's have a very similar edge to that. This guy's all tore up. But the earlier ones, you could find, 50 to 100 in a box. Those days are gone. Even an uncirculated box, they aren't as heavy as they once were. They've figured out that distribution. I think they did that because, when one person's finding 100, because essentially, I mean, not everybody knows about them, but anybody that collects, they're pulling them out. They're not; those aren't circulating around. Yeah, I found 0 in the wild. So, finding 2. Come on, roll. What are you doing here? You're like glued down. It's not a bad gig. I mean, I used to average, anywhere from 1 to 3 a box. Where now, I'm happy to get one. And by the end of the year, it'll be like finding silver. If not harder. I'll bet you he's not finding thousands anymore, though. I mean, the D coins are minted so much better than the Philly, it's ridiculous. I don't know how one mint can make a coin so much better than the other. It just doesn't make sense to me. I mean, you got to assume they're using similar equipment, right? You think so? You think the East Coast gets dibs on W's first? I don't think so. I think the Denver Mint has been getting more like I know in Texas they get Denver stuff. They always have the coins before I do. Like if a new design comes out, they always seem to have them first. And whenever they find an uncirculated box, they always tend to have a lot more. I mean, my best uncirculated box is 12. So if you're going to collect thousands of W's, how many boxes do you think that adds up to? That's a lot. But if you're finding 50 or 100, not so many. Yeah, Nubs Hunt's Treasure, I know he didn't do a ton of quarters, but he hadn't found one yet either. I was blown away. I mean, I would think that, I mean, if you were doing quarters, you'd stumble across one eventually. I mean, I certainly have streaks where I don't find them, but, you know, I would think after, it's kind of like silver and $half boxes. If you go through them enough, you'll eventually stumble across something, even if you got a bad bank. Man, these rolls are tight. Because I'm used to those halves that are just like falling apart lately. This one looks good here. Oh, faker. It's a nice looking coin though. Of course, it's a Denver Mint. Yeah, the hardest one for me to find has been River of No Return. I've actually either traded or, you know, bought or whatever more River of No Return than I found. I think I've only found 2 or 3. Come on, W's, where are you at? Show yourself. tricky every time. I've been finding a lot of S quarters in my quarter boxes lately. Anybody else kind of running into that? They seem to be almost more prevalent than the W's. Oh, there we go. Wow. I can't even fathom that. What I heard is they just didn't disperse them as well early on, but they've kind of figured it out. I mean, I would love to know how they sprinkle them in here to begin with. It's not like they throw all these coins in a hopper. Look at this guy. He's got a bunch of gunk on the back. I mean, do they have a guy that just stands on top where the quarters get fed in, and he's got a roll of quarters, and he sprinkles a couple in, every couple of minutes? I want that job. What do? I sprinkle W's into the hopper. Or they have maybe they have a coin pusher that they just slowly drop quarters into, and eventually some W's get pushed out. And it's just systematically keeps pushing the quarters forward. That's how I think they probably do it. I like that idea. Coin pusher. Repurposed for W distribution. I would love to find one of those high leaf, low leaf, man. I scrutinize those. I mean, I make sure I look at those well. I want one of those. I heard that most of those got distributed in the Texas area, like mid-America, is where most of them started showing up. So I'm hoping one finds his way over here. I got dibs on all the bats. Welcome to the stream, Bella's dad, Phil. We haven't found anything yet, man. But we're just 10 rolls in, so. Yeah, if I paid the tolls in halves, I'd have to stop. And down here in Florida, we just drive right through. It'd be a great way to disperse some of this money, though. I actually got a quarter box the day before yesterday, and I swear to God, it has quarters that I dumped about a month ago. And the only reason I say that is about a month ago, I said, you know what? I have too much extra coins of these different years. Why am I keeping all these? So I went through and I handpicked like about the 5 best of each style in each year and dumped a bunch of state quarters that I was just hoarding to hoard. And they were all kind of like, not brown tone, but you could tell they had been in a book probably, or in a roll that someone saved, and they were all in really nice shape. And I got all of them back about a month later. Have to be. But we'll find out if they boomerang them back again in about another month. Oh, if you're out of state, yeah. Oh my gosh, where's my other opener at? This thing stinks. I don't normally use this one. My kids have taken stuff off my desk again, though, so I'm a one-armed man here. Let's try. That's not even the right screwdriver. All right, we're going to go medieval here. You find anything good lately, Phil? Oh no, I don't find anything ever. Phil must be actually working today. Yeah, we're hunting coins. That's true too. We're hunting coins while at work. You could be doing both. Come on, you elusive W. I'm gonna go grab my other opener real quick. Alrighty, got myself a real opener now. So I don't have quarters flying all over the place. You missed absolutely nothing, unfortunately. Besides a bunch of quarters that are making my fingers dirty. But that's the way the rolls go sometimes. We have one in here that looks nice, but it's probably not. It's probably a state. No. 18. Yep, just like, actually, it's probably dirtier than the casino, man. The casino, you'll get some dirty fingers, but I mean, you're not getting them this dirty. And I hold them in this hand, too, so I get this big, huge splotch on this side. But it's the way that I prefer to hold them. Gives me the correct angle for my eyes so I can catch things a little bit easier. Everybody has the way they like to hunt. And everybody gets dirty fingers unless they're wearing gloves, which I don't know how people do that, man. I could not do that. Most casinos, I think, do... Ooh, we got one here, I think. Most casinos, I think, do cards now, where you just put the card machine. Look at that, Phil. It's a bat. And it's a W. I always find those bats when Phil's around. Always do. He attracts those bats every time. Start calling him Batman. A half gram, I would probably say 30 bucks, 40 bucks. If I had to take a stab. Oh! Look at that. That one's tore up, though. We got ourselves another W. AMP. 2 in the same roll. I told you this box was going to be good. Let's update that board. Zoink. Zoink. Oops, I didn't turn that on. Yeah, I need him to stay around. He's my bat lucky charm, man. He's I don't know if it's changed, but he's never found a bat quarter. But every time he's here, it seems I find one. It's the weirdest thing. Solver maze. I already sent him one. I did. I sent him one because he didn't have one. And he has helped me in the penny challenge, so I thought that was the only thing that make it fair. I sent him one, so he has a bat quarter now, whether he can find one or not. Feed the Buddha. Yeah, exactly. Wow. It's a filly, too. Holy moly. Wish he wasn't scratched. That is well struck, man. Look at the mirror finish on that one. I'm going to keep on in that one. I got to take a better look at that one. Oh, it's crazy nice looking. Yeah, that's definitely. Normally, when you get ones like that, though, they're Denver. That's a filly. I never see fillies like that. I just gotta run some water over the front of it and see if there's as many scratches or whether it's just because this side here, it's just a little bit dull. But I mean, this side's like crazy. And the back doesn't look like it has much scratches on it, but it's definitely got some funk on it. But I think some water might just take that off. So I am going to set it aside and assess it later. Yeah, when you see fillies like that, I kind of feel bad throwing it back. I mean, because you just don't see fillies like that. I mean, if like the Weir Farm and the Rockefeller Denvers are just crazy. They're all like that. The Salt River Bay fillies were struck well. But the problem is with the Salt River Bay, let's see if this one's got any. It's got, I don't know if you can call them like milk spots on this, but the rinse they put on the coins got all kind of spots on it. It's hard to find one that doesn't have that. Whoa! Hey, Phil! W bat number 2. I told you, man. No, I would have loved that too in the roll. Oh, that would have been funny. You know, I don't do anything to the coins. They have ingrained in your brain that you're not supposed to mess with the coin, so I don't do anything to mine. I've tried some things on coins that I know I'm not going to keep just to kind of see what it does to them. But, you know, because I've tried acetone, I've tried the easiest, and I've tried water and soap and stuff like that. And if I think I'm going to keep it, I don't do anything but water. Where you're just kind of seeing what will come off with water, and then you don't dry it, you just kind of pat it, because that's generally where the clean aspect comes by, is when you start rubbing it, you'll get swirl marks on the coin, unless you just got an amazing towel. And again, I just, for the ease of peace of mind, I don't mess with them at all. But when I've used like acetone and stuff, it doesn't really do, to me it doesn't improve the coin. I don't know how long to soak it, whether I'm soaking it not long enough or, you know, whatever, but I think that stuff wouldn't be very good for the coin, so I err on the side of probably not doing it enough. Yeah, that's what I did with that's what I did with the acetone the one time. But when I did that, it didn't seem like it did anything at all. Like it didn't do anything to the coin. Again, maybe alcohol would be better, but I've always just decided not to mess with it. That way I don't have to worry about getting a coin that they're going to mark as clean to try to, you know, make it look nicer. I mean, I don't know how they could, as long as you're not rubbing and doing stuff to it, if you're just running a water over it, I don't know how that could hurt the coin. But when you start adding soap or other things like that, that's where, or if you're rubbing on it or whatever. What I was wondering, and I don't know if it affects the coin or not, but why people don't use ultrasonic like they do for jewelry, and whether that would be considered clean. Like if I took this coin and threw it in an ultrasonic, because that didn't do anything to the coin, And it potentially should be able to take all the crud off of it. And as long as you're not rubbing it, again, I don't know. But there's clearly a reason why they don't do that. It either doesn't work or it's frowned upon. One of the two. I don't know. I mean, acetone was the first thing that the guy at the coin shop said to me. Oh, acetone will take that right off, he says. I forget what it was. He's like, oh yeah, acetone will take that right off. And I know from talking with people that buy higher end coins that a lot of coin shops and dealers do dip or acetone their stuff, so it looks, it looks good. But as long as you know what you're doing, I guess it doesn't really affect it, and you won't get quote unquote caught. But I don't know what I'm doing, so I just don't do it. Oh, that's what they call whizzing? I thought whizzing was like using like a buffer for some reason of some sort. So they consider using the ultrasonic as whizzing? And whizzing is just as bad as cleaning, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. So, I don't know why that would be a no-no. I mean, you certainly... again, I don't know why you can't clean coins as long as you're not altering it. I don't know why that's become a thing. Or, back in the day. I mean, I think a lot of it has to do with they don't want you damaging the coin, and if you're truly damaging the coin, but if you're just getting gunk off and you're not affecting the coin, I don't know why it's an issue, especially with some of the technology that we have nowadays, because it makes, it brings the coin kind of back to its original state, which is what you really want your examples to be. But I guess part of it is they want it to look like a 150-year-old coin versus one that was minted today. Let's see, that was a D. You know how much nicer these Ds are? And that's a 19. It's been running around for a while and still looks nice. Three. Yeah, they'll tell you that. They because I think they feel like it gives them an edge. Don't do that. I tell you not to clean coins, but from people that I've talked to that are kind of in the know, or certainly know a heck of a lot more coins than I do, say all the coin dealers do it. Which I just don't understand. It's no different than, I forget who's I was watching, but they sent a coin in to whoever does the conservation, or maybe they both do it, I don't know, but he sent it into one of the places and had it conserved by them, not him, and graded, and then it came back cleaned. It's like, dude, I paid you money to clean it so I wouldn't get a cleaning mark, and I'm getting a cleaning mark. How does that work? But I guess that's, I want to say that they almost put those hand in hand. They're like, okay, if we clean it, we won't mark it as clean. Just a way for them to make some more money. Look at these shiny D's, man. The bat. Pick up the pace here. I want to get through this before they got to get my boys. Look at that one. Wow. It's proof. Let's see. This guy doing up here. Hey, I appreciate it. Have a good meeting. more in the Pacific. W. Oh, Phil. Where did you hear that, Mikey? I can't fathom that being correct. Although, it did tank a little bit yesterday. Well, it doesn't seem to be affecting Bitcoin because it's still going up right now. Most of those countries seem to be probably on the corrupt end, I would assume. Or pretty strict to begin with. Started seeing things in Europe or US, that might raise a red flag. But XRP is very hard to trade right now on a lot of the platforms. But they're still chugging along. And there's places you can still buy it at, so might take that with a grain of salt. Wow, jail in the country. Yeah, a number of years ago, I want to say it was probably 5 years ago. I don't even remember the name of the company. I want to say that they are based in Japan. Folded, and there was millions of dollars lost. And the industry was able to recover from that. But yeah, if you don't store your stuff properly, people can steal it just like they can your money. So if it's something you get into, you got to make sure to protect yourself. And this is the last roll. Let's get one more W or a silver. It's not going to be a silver. It's not going to be a W either, I don't think. Unless it's beat up. There is no nice edges on this roll. Yeah, the safest way is you actually you put it in cold storage, and they can't hack it because it's on a thumb drive or something like that where they can't get at it. But that makes it harder for you to buy, sell, trade. So a lot of people don't do that probably as much as they should. But if you got a lot of money in it, it's the best way to protect it. Because there are some sophisticated hackers out there. All right, for the hunt, we got, what are these here? That's undated. We got 6 pretty quarters. We got a bat W. We got a AMP W. Another bat W. Warren Pacific W. And a third bat W. And that's because Phil was here. And I always find bats when Phil's around. And beat up proof. So overall, pretty amazing quarter box. 5 W's and some nice quarters. I'll take it. Jaji! Were you out there lurking this whole time? It was a great box. It made up for the skunker of a half box. So we need to balance our money here. So we've got 1, 50. $250. The pot is right. Lurking while you work. Yep, that's pretty traditional. A lot of people are getting ready for the weekend. Hey, do you check your email, Judgy? Because I shot you an email and I have not heard back. But I know some people have multiple accounts, so they might not check the email that's associated with their YouTube. Well, I'm telling you. Go check your email over the weekend. I shot you a message. Yeah, I know you don't live in Minnesota. That was like a month ago. I don't even know where Minnesota came from. You're in Utah, right? I'm going to go with the first one, Mikey. And if you can't help, that's fine. I just wanted to see if it was something you might be able to swing. Because I don't have Utah. Shoot me a message if it's something you can help me with. We'd love it. Starting to get to the harder states that I don't know a lot of people at. Handy Annie. Oh, I'll reach out to Handy Annie too then. Yeah, pennies tend not to be as much of a problem, but I know that every bank's a little bit different. So if it's something you can swing, I would greatly appreciate it. I can buy it. I can trade for it. I can just flat out purchase it. Yeah, I can reach out to him too and see if he can help me out. I'm just trying to figure out where different people are located and who can help me out. I'll try him as well. I do not have Kentucky. I'm missing most of the Midwest. That's my sore spot right now, is the Midwest for the most part. Who's in Kentucky? Jeep and John. I will have to reach out to him too then. I've been reaching out to different people to see if they can help me out, because it is going to be a challenge. And as soon as I start running out of boxes, the one, I think the Dakotas and Hawaii are going to be tough. Aloha Stacker's out in Hawaii. But Coinage Chaser, welcome. I have Washington. I don't have Oregon. But Tarek is in Washington, and he said that if push comes to shove, he would be willing to swing down and grab me because he's close to the border. So he could help me. He could possibly help me out there. So I am going to lean on him if I cannot accomplish it on my own. Yeah, the Washington box had I think I had like 16 Canadians, and some of them were really old. Oh, the Kittle sisters in Hawaii too? Oh, I'll definitely reach out to him. See? Do a little bit extra talking, you find out. Kittle sister. I always thought Kittle's sister was a joke. I thought it was Kittle just goofing around. That's funny. Like the way Silver Secret turns himself into a girl? I thought it was along those realms. That's funny. Let me do this because I've got. Let me upload. Let me upload my last one. So I got to come over here to Streamlabs. I'm going to add an image. You know we're slackers, baby. Hey, thanks for swinging in. Desktop. All right, so that's what we got right now. If it is red, I've hunted it. If it is blue, it's someone said they'll send it to me or it's en route. And if it's white, I still need it. Cajun Coin Hunter is Louisiana. Yeah, JW is in Louisiana too, but he's, I guess, out in the middle of no place. Man, Mikey knows everybody. I got some reaching out to do this afternoon. Oh, Coin Cruise in Michigan? I will definitely hit them up. I know they'll be able to help me out. I thought they were in a different state than that for some reason. I didn't know Coins and Coffee was in Louisiana either. All kind of folks in Louisiana. All right, Mikey, where's my Dakotas? Armando from the vault. Missouri. My default for Missouri was my brother. He's out in Missouri too. I was going to reach out to him, but he doesn't do any coins, so I wasn't sure how accessible a bank would be to him. Billy P. Indiana. Yeah, that's what Jaji said earlier about Big Flipper. So I'm definitely gonna reach out to him because I believe he's the kind of guy that would be more than happy to help me out. Well, that gives me a ton, man. That's like 10 states. That's awesome. Thank you, guys. Oh, that'd be awesome, Mikey. Yeah, you can send it to... I gotta add that to my screen, so it's not so hard. See that state there, or I should say, you see that island there on the left? That's gonna come out, I think, over the weekend. I've got to get one other box up first that was before that, but I was pretty excited about that hunt. It's not even a state, and I've got a box from there. It's pretty awesome. Bill's in Florida. He's actually just down the road. I mean, he's within an hour of me, I want to say. Thank you, Mikey. I greatly appreciate it. That's awesome. Yeah, that's what Jaji had said about the metal detecting in South Carolina. Like I said, I got all kind of people to reach out to. Silver Husky. The problem is that a lot of people, if they don't have a P.O. box, they don't put where they're from. And so unless you're a good payer attentioner, you don't realize where people are at. Well, I might have to lean on you then, Mikey. I'm trying to stick with coin roll hunters first, simply because they know how to get a box, and they're probably going to be getting one anyway, so it's less of a burden on them. And I want to plug people in the community, or swap a box with them if they want to swap. But at the least, be able to share some other channels out as I'm going through this. It's a way for me to get introduced to other people, and it's a great way for our audiences to see each other. But if it comes down to it, man, I really want to make sure I have this map all read by the end of the year. So I will keep that in mind. Yeah, I'll definitely keep you in mind if for some reason they don't get filled up. I'll be driving to the States if I have to. Hopefully it does not come to that. I mean, I figured that worst case scenario, I can always start calling coin shops that are located in different states. But right now I'm already paying a premium because it's it cost me the box plus the shipping, so they're already more. And if I have to pay a premium on top of that, it becomes an expensive endeavor. But something I want to get done. Transylvania. I got Transylvania or Pennsylvania from Enigma. And it's actually already been hunted. It was one of actually that was early on. I want to say he was. Let's take a gander. He was box 2. That's how early on he was. So. And I just got a box from Nubs, and I've got a box that I think should be in my P.O. box today from Chris Cabol, who is the weather guy up in Minnesota. AG Chapstis. I might have to reach out to him. I will put him on my list. Alrighty, if you think of anybody else, shoot me an email. I would, again, if any help is greatly, greatly, greatly appreciated. Also want to throw out there, if you guys don't know Flying Twinkie, swing by his place tonight, man. He should have some pretty cool stuff. I've certainly enjoyed his content, and if you're a collector of any sort, I'm sure you will too. So I am going to take these coins and get my butt back to the bank. So I've got something to hunt tonight as I watch the auction. Yeah, you do. You got to tell. I mean, I see you all over the place. Anytime I go in a stream, you're there. You're almost as bad as Muscle Shell. Yeah, if Michael Kittle's live. DA Sales, I reached out to him. Where is he at? He is in Virginia. I reached out to him yesterday. So like I said, I've been reaching out to anybody and everybody that I know, just saying, hey, can you help me out? And some people can do it, some people can't. Some people said they'd think about it. It's all good. I mean, we'll get there. I'm sure it will happen. I'm just trying to keep my pipeline full, because like right now I got a couple of boxes I can still hunt, but if I hit a dry spell, that's when you can get behind real quick. T-Wolf I reached out to as well. He is, where are you at, T-Wolf? Oh no, T-Wolf I didn't reach out to because he was someplace. He was one of the ones that he couldn't do. T-Lovett I think sent me a box. I got so many feelers out there, guys. I'd have to go through all my email to let you know, but shoot me a message. If I already know about it, great. If not, no worries. Any love is greatly appreciated. But anywho's, I'm going to get to the bank before I got to go pick my boys up. I appreciate everybody stopping by today. At the beginning of the stream here, we had more than I think I've ever had, and of course we have our loyals that stayed the whole time, and it's greatly, greatly appreciated. So I will. I don't know that I'll stream tonight, but I need to get my boxes to hunt because I will probably be at the Twinkie auction. So have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful weekend if I don't see you guys, and I'll see you the next hunt. Have a good one, guys.